Jude Bellingham. 10 things you didn't know about the English midfield dynamo. Jude Bellingham is one of the best midfielders in the world. At just 20, the young midfielder is already taking the football world by storm. This English wonder kid isn't just about skills and audacious goals on the pitch, there is a whole lot about the young star waiting to be unfolded. How well do you know Jude Bellingham? Here are some facts about the 20-year-old you probably didn't know about. Jude Bellingham was as an already established member of the Birmingham team at 16. From Birmingham City through and through, Jude wasn't your typical academy product. He joined the Blues youth team at 7, his passion for the Blues burning brightly. He was already a member of Birmingham City's under-23s by 15, and at 16, became their youngest ever first-team player and scorer. It was apparent to all that the sky would be the limit for this superstar as he played and handled all the pressure on the pitch so gracefully and with flair. Talk about a meteoric rise in his hometown club. Number 2, Jude Bellingham comes from a footballing family. The passion for football for Jude goes much deeper than that. It's a family affair. His father, Mark, was a goal-scoring machine in non-league football. In his time playing in non-league football, he scored over 700 goals, which was more than Luis Suarez, Neymar, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic combined. It may seem that Jude was playing at a lower level, but guess what? His brother Job is also a professional footballer and is currently representing Birmingham City at the moment. In the Bellingham household, it seems as if scoring goals and dazzling all the field is a hereditary trait that runs through generations. Number 3, Jude Bellingham turned down Manchester United for Borussia Dortmund. As Jude's development progressed in 2020, many clubs including Manchester United were on his trail. But as a wise move for his development, Jude made an intelligent decision, choosing Borussia Dortmund as his next destination. It was due to Dortmund's focus on young talent that Jude blossomed, and he quickly became an important part of the black and yellow squad. During the time when Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had been trying to get him to join one of the big wigs in the game, Manchester United, he was doing well with Birmingham, and it was expected that he would join the Old Trafford outfit. However, what we were unaware or didn't expect was that the teenager would turn down the possibility of a mega move to Manchester United in favor of a move to Germany. Jude had done an amazing job. The results have vindicated him. He went to Borussia Dortmund and broke all sorts of records left and right. Number 4, Jude Bellingham is a serial record breaker. Speaking of records, Jude seems to collect them like trophies. He's the youngest Englishman to score in the Champions League, the youngest goal scorer for Dortmund in the Bundesliga, and the 3rd youngest player to ever represent England. He's rubbing shoulders with some serious legends already. Now, for something even more incredible, did you know that statistically, Jude Bellingham has a better start to his Real Madrid career than the great Cristiano Ronaldo? Yeah, that must hit different to your ears. The Portuguese icon had held the record for the best start to a Real Madrid career for 14 years, scoring 7 goals in his first 8 games of the club. The English starlet has since broken that record with 8 goals in his first 8 games, and he has been a goal vendor ever since. The Three Lions will hope that he replicates that form going into the Euros. Number 5, Jude Bellingham is the 2nd youngest goal scorer for England at World Cup. Speaking of the Three Lions, the 2022 World Cup wasn't just about participation for Jude. He etched his name into history by becoming the 2nd youngest English goal scorer in the tournament, following the legendary Michael Owen. That goal against Iran announced his arrival on the biggest stage, proving he can perform when the lights are brightest. The 21-year-old will hope to replicate that form or even produce what he has been dishing at the Santiago Bernabeu at the Euros later in June. He has a free central role in the English national team, and with the emergence of Man United starlet Kobbie Mainoo, his creative burden could get a little lesser. Not in any way lesser than the record-breaking transfer fee the German Bundesliga giants paid to Birmingham for his services. Number 6, Jude Bellingham is the most expensive 17-year-old. Borussia Dortmund secured Jude's services for then a whopping £25 million in 2020, making him the most expensive 17-year-old in football history. But with his ever-growing reputation, that price tag now seems like a steal. He also secured a mega move to Real Madrid for nearly €90 million, and he has been the main man running the show for the Los Blancos. Currently, his market value is a staggering €180 million, placing him as the 4th most valuable player in the world according to Transfermarkt. Number 7. Jude Bellingham has Rooney and Gerrard as idols. Every young footballer has that one player that inspired them and made them dream big, and Jude Bellingham is no different. So, who inspired this young superstar? Well, none other than the English greats Wayne Rooney and Steven Gerrard. Bellingham has spoken openly about how much he admires their work ethic and their ability to control the game. It's no surprise then that Jude shows glimpses of both these legends in his own style of play. Though the Englishman has been likened to French great Zinedine Zidane, and of course he took the iconic number 5 jersey of the club, when asked which players inspired him, he stated that it was Wayne Rooney and Steven Gerrard, though he has a great admiration for Zidane. Number 8. Jude Bellingham's iconic celebration. But there's more to Jude than just his beautiful football on the pitch. He is also a showman. Football has graced so many superstars with iconic celebrations. For example, legendary Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, who is known for Sui. The English midfielder has also been able to craft out a clutch celebration for himself. So, whenever he scores, you would see him raise his hands horizontally and put his chest out. This iconic celebration has since heightened his reputation as a superstar and has been widely imitated even across other sports. Bellingham has once stated that the celebration has no special meaning, but it was something he saw in a comic. Number 9. Jude Bellingham does charity work. While football is his burning passion, Jude is also a well-rounded young man. Back in 2020, he partnered with a charity to help build a school in Kenya. He actually started this noble gesture as far back as his time in Birmingham City. You see, Bellingham was earning less than £150 per week at the club, but somehow he was still generous. Huh? While boys of his age would invest in video games, sneakers and all, Jude was all about impacting into the next generation, and he started this by joining the Mustard Seed Foundation to raise funds to build schools for kids in Kenya. This act of kindness shows that Jude has a big heart off the pitch as well. Number 10. Jude Bellingham was once fined for verbal abuse on a referee. Now, this one might surprise you. Even with his position on the pitch and his tough tackles, Jude Bellingham looks like a good guy. And of course, nothing close to Joey Barton. Did you know that Jude Bellingham was once fined $40,000 for criticizing and harassing a referee after a league game? Yeah, you know now. After a league game against Borussia Dortmund's eternal rivals Bayern Munich, the midfielder came out all blazing out and criticized the referee Felix Weyer for his performance in Der Klassiker. The German Football Association did not hesitate to slam the Englishman with a hefty fine, as his comments were deemed unethical and verbally aggressive. So there you have it, folks. Jude Bellingham is not just a talented player, but also a mature and inspiring young man. We can't wait to see what the future holds for this teenage dynamo. You can support this channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos. Until next time, stay jiggy.